any indication on what happened with AD there, and did you get a chance to see how he's doing in the locker room?
They're looking at him right now. I believe it was just a spasm, though. Nothing, major.
Okay, so that would, of course, you would be optimistic, or you're kind of waiting to see?
Extremely optimistic. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Darvin, just the focus, the mentality throughout, from your stars all the way down to the role players. How did you get to that point today, and what did you think overall?
You could just feel the vibe. When we did our walkthrough yesterday at the hotel, watch film. A lot of guys disappointed in the way we kind of didn't completely drop the rope, but some mistakes we made in that Memphis game, just trying to make sure we're as tight as possible on both sides of the ball in terms of our execution. So we want to come out early, set a tone defensively, and also set a tone offensively by not settling. Defensively, giving multiple efforts. It's a tough offensive team. They do a lot. They can beat you in a variety of ways. And one point of attack for them being the three-point line. So just making sure we had bodies on bodies, bodies in front of bodies, stopping them from driving downhill. And then offensively, trying to play the game inside out, loving and living in the pavement, as we like to call it, and as we like to do.
Darvin, I asked you pregame about LeBron's defensive energy. You guys put him on Zion. I guess, after 21 years in this league, you probably shouldn't expect that every night, but when you get that version of him, what does that do for you guys?
It just sets a tone. Usually it's AD setting that tone, a couple other guys, but with Bron, just him setting that tone, taking on, that's a huge challenge. That kid is a hell of a basketball player. The physicality which he plays with, his athleticism, his ability to finish with either hand around the basket and constantly play downhill. It's a huge challenge that he took on, and again, it sends a message to the rest of our team that a guy of Bron's stature and his tenure, steps up to the plate to defend a young, superstar like that. Again, no one else can make excuses, and so completely set the base for our defense, and guys respond to getting our deflections and forcing those guys into 19 turnovers. It was great. Our activity was at a high level.
Darvin, on the other end of the floor, LeBron had 17 assists, including 8 in the first 8 minutes, really setting a tone that way and finding Rui along the baseline for cuts and dunks and 80 for lobs. How much did that just set the tone offensively, getting everyone else going and starting to get going in the second half?
Just he's setting the table. He can always eat whenever he decides to. But he's just setting the table for everyone else. Everyone, we shared the wealth. 32 assists. I think we had something similar to that the last time we played these guys. But we know this is a great defensive ball club, and they're going to force you to make the simple play and make multiple plays. And so you can't stall out after the first option is not available. You got to go to the second option and even the third option at times. But that's New Orleans. They're good in transition. They're good in the half court with their deflections and their ability to get steals. The way they activate the backside of their defense by shifting and taking away your rollers and forcing you to find the right pass. And so it was great. We kept it simple. We kept the ball moving, played with a lot of pace, and made quick decisions. And I think that fed right into what you saw from Bron.
Chicago highlighted this one. LeBron James, the Lakers face off against the Pelicans for game 8.